Now, as the host, I get to reserve the right to ask one more question. And I don't do this very often because it's very infrequently that I interview two people at the same time, let alone co-presidents or co-leaders of an organization. I asked at the beginning for each of you to talk a little bit about what you admire about the other person. So I'm going to close going back to that. But what I'm going to ask Jenny first, and then Katie, you will get the last word. Well, I'll get the last word. But Jenny, what's one thing you hope for Katie?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's a big question.
What do I hope for Kate? Oh man, I'm gonna like cry or something. Oh, that's a good question. I hope that she finds peace in yeah, that's a big question.
You're gonna like make us cry.
I'm probably asking it, but
Yeah. She is such a gift to the world, like that I'm hopeful that people see and get to be what she sees in them.
Oh no, Ed, don't.
I know.
You're gonna have to cut this whole part.
I'm gonna have to edit this part out. This might be all we air, actually.
So I'm hopeful for Katie that she sees the impact that she's making in the world. Like, yeah, gosh.
This right here, though.
I didn't intend for this to be emotional.
Yeah,
But
wow.
I understand why it is.
But it is. And I think actually this right here is probably what people need to see and hear.
Yeah.
Because I think it's the same thing. I think, I hope that for Jenny that the impact of the positivity and that she can make in communities and businesses can actually be like continue to be seen, and like her vision for like the good that can happen. I mean, we will all be exponentially better if we could create the communities that she envisions. And so I hope that those opportunities keep coming, because fundamentally we can change the way that we interact and the way that we serve people with her ideas. And so we collectively can be better. And so then it is, how do we find those opportunities that can come where Jenny's ideation and spirit and goodness can come out, So maybe this is all that needs to be after this last hour.
No, thank you for that. And that's not a question I even had on my mind at all. But as we were through this whole conversation, first of all, I hope each of you, my hope for each of you is that you know how deeply I love each of you and appreciate you individually and collectively. The friendship we've had for these last 14 years, and especially I think that when COVID hit, it ramped to a new level. Because we were talking daily, we were doing calls weekly. We were figuring out how to help the world. We were figuring out how to help the family businesses that we serve, figuring out how to help each other. You've been there for me and my family. I've gotten to know your spouses and your kids. And my hope is that each of you just know how loved you are in the community and how people respect you, admire you, look up to you. And, I really do. I see it. Two of you. That's why I was so excited when I got to see both of you last week. I used to seeing one of you or the other at an event. It was just such a thrill to get to see you both and see how people respond to you. That, for me, it's really cool to watch how people respond to two of my best friends. It's pretty cool.